Okay, YouTube. So this is video 4 of 4 for this week. As you can see, I bothered to move the shirt off of my bed for this one. I left the same t-shirt on, so I'm not even going to bother with that whole facade anymore. But this video is about disclosure, which has been a topic over the last couple of weeks. But I really want to point out this sort of catch-22 that trans people find themselves in. So, a lot of people say that a trans person must kind of disclose before anything serious happens, so that the other person has the opportunity to make an informed choice. Um, and let's just avoid unpacking that whole what does that really mean sort of thing, and just leave it at, okay, well, trans people are supposed to disclose very early and upfront because, someone may have an issue with it. But at the same time, trans people are also supposed to, um, move on with their lives and not really be trans anymore. Because transition is something that you do, it's not who you are. I'm not a trans woman. I am a woman who happened to transition. And, it becomes really difficult to be that person when you are constantly disclosing that you're trans, that you have this sort of background and history to you, and it puts you in this sort of weird place where you disclose up front and people will reject you for being trans or whatever, or you can wait and disclose later and be called deceptive, a liar, manipulative, whatever. Even if you disclose up front, people will still call you a freak and, nasty names and things like that. And so it's like, well, if I disclose my trans status, people will treat me like a trans person, and people don't generally treat trans people very well. Or they will call me a liar and a deceptor or lying by omission if I don't tell them up front and they find out later. Or I tell them later. And so it's like, well, so when exactly is a trans person supposed to disclose their trans status? If there's never a good time, presented by society to do it. Because society is very rarely ever friendly, positive, accepting, reaffirming of a trans person's identity. And if society isn't going to bother to do that, then why should I, as a trans person, really feel compelled to share this piece of information with society according to its standards?